Welcome back, guys. Isn't that a screen you love to see? Robinhood? Just kidding. I still have my account here. I don't have... I mean, Robinhood I know skims. I've been putting videos about this for months and months. I used to do trading on it. I don't anymore. It's a real nice platform just for buying shares and holding them. You need to have a long-term account with your trading. You need to have something where you just put all your gains from your trading and don't touch it. That way you can build. You just trade. You're gonna have some losses, and then if you aren't disciplined to not touch your long term, you'll lose this money too. So this is what I've done. I've got lots of brokers now. But yeah, little recap today. I'm gonna start with GameStop because that's what a lot of you guys want to hear about. Strictly from just what I'm looking at here with candlesticks, patterns, charts, technical analysis on it, which might not matter at all. I don't know, but it's bullish. It is bullish, which is good, but not in the short term. So not sure if Monday is going to sell off or what, or if Monday will be at 1,000. I can't know that. I do think that this is going to be stretched out longer maybe than I originally thought. If we look at, I've been studying the Volkswagen short squeeze and looking at pictures and charts and trying to figure out. So with Volkswagen, it was very interesting. So it had this run up for years, and I don't know when it really got heavily shorted, but Porsche was taking stakes in it, and that's weird that Porsche is taking stakes because the Volkswagen group actually owns Porsche. So I don't know how that all worked out then. Maybe they didn't at that point. But anyways, if you look here, so this is the squeeze. It happened very quick this day, but this wasn't as large, I don't believe, as what we're talking about with GameStop. So here's a better one of it. So basically, what could happen is next week, yeah, maybe Monday. I don't know. There's different speculation. Some people have been saying there hasn't been any squeeze yet from shorts, and literally GameStop is at the crazy price it is now just from all of the speculation and the hype on the short squeeze, and that could be, and that's squeezing the short, so that I guess is part of the short squeeze. However, since I still hear that it's 120% float shorted, I've heard 140%, I've heard 60%. I don't know what exactly it is. I don't think many people do really in the general public. But at any rate, if it seems that our short squeeze will be faster than Volkswagen's, I think this run up was it pretty much. They had this pull, and then, but look at this time frame. This is 2 months, so October's in the middle here. So I had a crazy run up, and I don't know if this was trying to squeeze. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't trading in 2008. Too bad, right? It's buying houses, baby. But yeah, it looks like this was the pull, and on GameStop, I don't know where we are on it. If you look at our chart, it could look like this, and we could be here though. I know other people are drawing. I saw other people to the moon, yo, and it's like, oh, we're here. I don't know. I feel like we could be like here. However, yesterday's short ladder attack, that could have been this. But this on Volkswagen, this was like a 3 or 4 day event. And look at the share price. The share price came on another chart I saw. The share price actually got way lower than it was even trading before that. This one this one doesn't really show it. But basically that would mean GameStop has to go back down to like $10, $20 or something like that before it rockets up. I don't know if that's true. Maybe the short ladder yesterday was it. And maybe by Monday, GameStop's going to announce it. Shout out Bruce, live streaming. That awesome Canadian dude I linked you guys to. He's talking about, he was saying some good things actually in the end. He was talking today about how GameStop hasn't come out with anything. They haven't said anything. And that is kind of interesting if you think about it. They haven't offered stocks. They haven't said stock splits. They haven't done anything with all of this running up. So he also mentioned at the end of January is the end of their basically fiscal year. And so Monday is February 1. So he's anticipating an announcement something from GameStop. And so there's so many scenarios where it would be very bullish. A stock split, I think, would be bullish. Offering shares would be bullish. I mean, of course, if they offered shares at like $5, it would be bearish. But if they offered them anywhere close to the price right now, say 300 or even 250, it would go down initially, maybe a day or two. But then it would be bullish because then GameStop would have all this money if they offer these shares, and then it would actually be worth that amount. Right now, there's not really a floor. There's no floor. GameStop's not worth anywhere close to this amount. There's no floor to it. If they start offering shares and they start building up cash and cash and cash, the company will then be worth that, and then they can do something with it. They can change it to e-commerce. They can change it to tabletop gaming. They can do whatever they want. I mean, they can literally make it whatever company they want if they've got billions and billions of dollars. This is what happened to Tesla. Really, same thing, just in a lot longer time frame. Here was a good one right here. So here's Volkswagen. This is hard to see, but basically this is October 24th was the low. But look, it had this long run up here, and then it choppy. This looks like a weekend. Actually, is that a weekend? Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. But see these gaps? I think those are weekends. This is Friday, this is a weekend. Look at this sell-off. And then it continued on. So if this happens to GameStop, this is going to squeeze out a lot of, not squeeze, I shouldn't use that word. This is going to scare off a lot of investors, a lot of retail. And then this happened. 4, 5, 6, 7. Another weekend. Look at that. So this whole week was just selling off hard. Weekend. Boom. Next day. Tuesday, October. Look at that. So this, if it happens in 2 days, I've heard it's going to take like a week to really unwind all these shorts, to cover all these shorts. Maybe 5 days or something. People are going to get scared. They're going to quick sell out. This thing's at $1,000. Sell, sell, sell. It's gonna come down with all that selling pressure. It's going to consolidate. It's still going to work like a stock. It's going to come up. It's going to settle. It's going to come down, and then it might even go more with more shorts being covered, because we're not going to know. General public's not going to know this many shorts, now this many, now this. We're just not going to know. So diamond hands, but don't get stuck back down here. Anyways, yeah, so you can see this was 2 days. 1 day, and then just the rally on the second day was even bigger. But if what I've been hearing is right, that it'll take days and days, and maybe people are telling me that or telling everybody that because they don't want you to time it right, and they think, oh yeah, this isn't the top, it's gonna take days, but really it'll come down. So it's play at your own risk. But basically this 400 billion, so I haven't even looked at these numbers. This day was worth 75 billion, and then 2 days later was worth 400 billion market cap. I don't even know what that multiply was at, 4 times. I don't know, but I think what we have with GameStop is a much bigger scenario. And some people are saying the squeeze hasn't really happened yet. It hasn't even started. Given this is starting it, but if there's still 130, 140% shares floated, they're still borrowing more money to cover their short position, their loan, then we might be in it for, I don't know, a week or two. But given that this is a much further, the world trades differently now than it did in 2008, way more access to news, way more retail traders, this might all be accelerated much faster. So the timeline on it might be quick. That big dip before the jump, that could be this. It's so strange. The first time I looked at that chart, I didn't notice that those, I think, are weekends. Those 2 day gaps, that must be weekends. So this could have been kind of yesterday. Yesterday was this. Oh my goodness. That was yesterday, and then a small little interesting. There's no way to know, but this is how people analyze and get speculation, and this is how you do it. So this could have been 2 days ago, and this could have been today, and then here's the weekend. Tomorrow might be parabolic, or Monday. If they announce news like the double, I don't know. We'll see. Or we might be in this for another week. We could be right here. We could be right here. This could be another week or 2 weeks. I know Deep F in Value, the man that's been following this from the beginning, that kind of started all this. He has his options expire in April. He had ones expired in January, and he was probably just covering to make sure he had it all, but he's got ones expiring in April. I don't know if that means anything, but it means something to me. He knows more about this than I do. So see what happens here. It's at the lowest, so I don't know if we've actually hit that yet. I mean, this was Volkswagen, I think, too. Or no, this was another one. But look, it's at the lowest. It seems like that's a pretty common thing, is it's at the lowest before it runs up. So if we look on a daily, I mean, this thing's just crazy. So 4 hours, can't really get, I guess because the extended hours is messing me up. But anyways, this Monday, it might have to hit a lower low than this, or this was that low. So I don't have a whole lot for you else on GameStop. We had the short ladder attack here, tons of velocity, halting. Robinhood, you couldn't buy shares, all that. Today, I think we had it. They just did it much slower. I think that's what this whole thing was. They were just bringing it down, and then some of them maybe covered. They covered their shorts just a little bit, but then more shorters get in when it's up here. You know what I mean? So it's in and out. But the big ones, the 120, 130% of the shares, those haven't started. I mean, that none of that's moved yet, because when they cover their short, it's going to shoot the stock price up. Every 100 shares, every 1,000 shares, every million shares, you're going to see it. You are going to see it. This is a little recap. I don't even remember. I've done so many videos. Like, I don't even know what I've done. Okay, so middle of the day today, I was like, oh shoot, there might be another ladder, a short attack. So I sold out. Yep, I know I'm a sellout. I sold out. I don't even know what my average cost was here, but I was like, I didn't like my average cost. I'm going to sell. I sold out here on the Webull, and then, yeah, sure enough, it laddered attacked. I bought back in down here. I'm just trying to scale in. It might have a big dump down to $10, and I'll buy in a lot more then. And that's pretty much all I've done on this account today. So E-Trade, all sorts of crazy stuff happened. Now I'm just gonna do kind of a daily recap of what went on with my account. We had credit spreads and debit spreads that expired today. So I kind of panicked here, thinking short ladder attack, but then I thought I was gonna rally. But I thought, just in case it doesn't, and it's like yesterday where it's short ladders and then it's flat, I better get out of my contracts. So I got out of my contracts, but they expired today anyways. Got out of them here, so I was fortunate. I think I made some money. I honestly don't even know. It was so confusing. The spreads were going crazy. They were jumping all over the place. It says we're up 1,800 today. I don't know. We made money on it. Nothing like I was hoping, because the stock didn't run up. I then bought in another debit spread that expired today, and it expired worthless. So that was only $100, not a big deal. And then I closed out the ones that expired today, and I bought more. And I didn't time these right. I just bought these right then, because I thought it was going to rally then. And then I wasn't sure. I was watching other videos, and I was like, oh shoot. Then I was getting all conflicting, and my thesis was changing. But anyways, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it was going to rally then and not drop first. And then I was like, wait, now it's going to drop. But a lot of emotions going on. Holy smokes. But so I got February 5th, and I thought these were further out of the money, but they aren't. So they were kind of expensive. But basically, I got February 5th debit spreads. I got 10 of them, 405 and 410. And this, I was like tweaking out. So this isn't a good spread, honestly. It's like, so it costs $1,000 for these debit spreads. Max gain is $3,900. So yeah, it's nice. But if this thing's up at like $700 a share, there's so much I'm going to be missing out on. So if it dips a bunch on Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to be scaling in. I'm going to get more debit spreads. Maybe I'd like to get a naked call if I can afford it, but maybe more debit spreads, higher strikes, and probably a bigger spread between them, because the bigger the spread is, the more potential profit. So right now I'm only going to make $500 per contract max profit, because it's the cost between the strikes. So 10 contracts, that's whatever that was that you saw. Okay, and then I also bought shares. So because I sold the shares too, and then I just like bought them back. Oh, it's so weird today. It's funny because everything that I've learned from the 2,000 hours I've been in the market, it's like I've kind of thrown it out with GameStop, because it's going against so much, all the sorts of different principles. It's just like, anyways, bought 10 of those at what, 328. So yeah, I didn't time it like the other one. Got them in here, no big deal. We'll scale in more if we need to. That's my GameStop position. Airbnb, I had to buy back that covered call. I didn't have to, but I did. So I could have rolled it over. It's the same thing as buying it back and then selling another one. But I actually just bought it back, and unfortunately it came back down, so I didn't even have to. But I only spent like $150 on it to buy it back. This is history today. Look at this. Look at what I did today. My gosh, these are all trades today. yeah, Airbnb I bought back, and basically I sold another put on it, or a call, which is awesome because the premium I'm getting on selling this on this call is it's really good. So if you have 100 shares of something that's kind of more expensive, look at this premium. I mean, I'm really close to the strike. $770. I sold a call. It costs $770. Expires next Friday. All Airbnb has to do is stay below 192.5. So why did it so close to the strike and didn't give myself any upside is because I think Airbnb is going to kind of settle down. I don't think it's going to go up. Typically, I'd give it tons of room to grow. I mean, it's hard to know though. This is like recent IPO. So I could be wrong. I could have to roll this. We'll see. And honestly, if I have some value on it tomorrow, I might just close it if I think it's hit a bottom, which is kind of cool that you can do that with covered calls. I've not really done it a whole lot, but you can literally just, when it's high, sell a covered call, and then once it comes down a little bit, buy back the covered call and just like swing trade covered calls. Anyways, on the daily, dang it, it's still bullish. It's good for the shares, but for this covered call, I might have to buy it back. Anyways, yeah, if that stays below that, that's $700. I mean, if I can kind of time it right, $700 a week just on a covered call of one stock, that would be sick. ACB Tilray, they had good legislation today. Some good news came out. It's I don't know legal. You have to look it up. I didn't do a whole lot of research, but they ran up a little bit. Then they kind of settled down. This Ruger, that's just from the spread. STPK, I still got time on this stuff. This is going up, but okay, the SPY. Remember I said buy SPY puts? I didn't say buy them. I said that's what I'm going to do. So on this day, I said, okay, we're in bearish town. Bearish territory on the SPY. That was this red candle. Below the 9 moving average, I'm like, all right, it's crossed over. MACD's crossed over here. We are now going red on the market. I think it's going to continue to trend red. So what I'm doing is I'm buying puts on the SPY on days that it bounces. But I'm really doing mostly just GameStop, honestly. I'm trying to focus pretty much only on that because I don't want to miss out on something and lose out. And honestly, the whole market's so messed up and volatile right now that I'm just backing out. I'm getting cash. I'm just, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. Because look at this as an example. Here's Rocket. Here's IPO. Tight consolidation. Okay, ready to run up. It's gonna have earnings. Cool. It should go up nice. What the heck? Look at this. This is totally abnormal. This is all from GameStop, I think. A lot of stocks have done this. And I don't know if this is short squeeze. I don't know what, but it's made the whole market go crazy. I don't know if it's hedge funds pulling capital out of long positions to cover their shorts, which I think that's definitely part of it. Because if they have, say, a share of Corsair, and then they owe money on their short position that they sold on GameStop, they have to pay their interest, or they're getting margin called. So they say we have to get out of our long position and we have to put it in here to cover it because this stock price hasn't gone down. So that's what's causing the market to do this. That's what's causing these other companies a sell-off. It's been a sell-off. Do you see Apple? Apple today, look at this. This is a crazy sell-off. Look at that. That's a daily. And then even the SPY. This other day, 2 days ago, that was the biggest drop we've had in the SPY since October. People aren't like realizing this, but there's a total rotation out of, I think, the major companies and into these shorted companies to cover their positions. So that's why, yeah, I mean, just looking at the charts, I see that it's going to come down. And then also that whole thesis. So until this GameStop thing is kind of either settled or, this is done, I'm going to be kind of careful with every other play I'm doing because there's tons of volatility. Option prices right now are insane too. But I think I will buy SPY puts on a bounce. So on Monday, I think it'll probably bounce. Buy SPY put at the top. Could have done it right here and then come down. And that's what I did on here. So I scaled out of it. That's why there's so many. But yeah, we did pretty well on that. It was like 100 something percent. It was a small position, but it was actually debit spreads I did on SPY. But we made, I don't know, $700, $800 on that maybe. Maybe not that much, but it was pretty good. Still have this Express credit spread. This one's crazy. If Express stays above $7, we'll keep the 1600. If it goes below, we'll only lose 483. So that's a nice risk reward. And that's pretty much all I've got for you. I'm exhausted. I'm excited for the weekend, honestly. I'm excited for GameStop to be at $2,000 a share on Monday. Hoorah! Just kidding. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sure I'll think of something later and maybe I'll put up another video. If any more news comes out, I will keep you guys posted. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down. I changed it to not make your money. No, just saying happy money sticks around. Yeah, you don't have to make your money happy. Just happy money sticks around. This is happy money. And we will see you tomorrow. or the next day or Monday. Okay, peace out.